So this is for anybody who's scared to grow up, scared about the future. I remember when I was younger, when I was living with my parents, which was up until the age of about 25. I remember looking at my heroes, people like Kurt Cobain. There's one picture I remember distinctively. Is that the right word? I don't know. But I remember looking at that picture and I remember thinking, I was living with my parents at the time and I just thought, here's somebody who's accomplished all my desires in life. He's got everything that I want. And I just remember thinking he's so absorbed in just being independent and living by himself, or living with Dave, whoever he was living with at the time. But he was basically just an adult, and I just felt like, in order for me to attain everything that I wanted, to attain all my desires, in order for me to get everything I want out of life, I had to really just grow up. And, it was kind of disturbing. It was unsettling, I think is the right word. Not disturbing, it was unsettling because, I was in my comfort place of having my parents look after me and do everything for me. And, I didn't like the idea that one day I'd have to grow up and do everything for myself and look after myself. And I guess it was not so much look after myself. I did that anyway, but it was just, I had to do everything for myself and just be independent. It was just it was unsettling because I was in my comfort place of living with my parents at the time. And, to make the transition from my parents doing everything for me to me having to do everything for myself, it was just unsettling. It just felt like, I don't know, I feel like when you gotta face your fears, I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those things that it seems scary at the time, but it's one of those things you just have to do. So you kind of just have to bite the bullet. And at the end of the day, it's like life isn't easy for everybody. I mean, for anybody. I mean, it's easy for me because I just think I don't get dragged down. I don't. I don't let things get the better of me. But as long as you stay strong, you'll see that there's nothing to fear in living independently, or at least just not living with your parents anymore. Facing that fear, you'll see that life is actually amazing and it's beautiful, and you can be happy and you will be happy as long as you stay strong. So that's it. All right, bye.